Hi guys, welcome back to The Cruising Nurse. I'm Ashley Neal. I'm a registered nurse and also a travel agent. So today in this video, we're going to talk about all different things to do in Bermuda, from Crystal Caves to Hamilton to St. George and everything in between. So let's go check it out. All right, so this is the beautiful Royal Navy Dockyard that you dock at when sailing into Bermuda. There are many things to do around the dockyard. There are restaurants, shops, there's little water activities for kids, so there's a lot to explore. Once you get off the ship, to the right is where you go through to exit the port. And over here you can see the area that's a blow-up water park that kids can go on. It is not included, it is for a fee. This is the NCL free water taxi. It operates for NCL guests alone between the Dockyard and St. George's. These are some taxis that you can take to get around the island. You can pause the video and look at the prices for all the different taxis. There's also water taxis you can take to other parts of Bermuda, such as St. George, Hamilton, and back to the Dockyard. Those are not free. Those are actually an extra cost. Over here, you can rent some water sports. It really is a beautiful little area to walk around. There's, like I say, so many different shops and touristy places you can go into. There are usually a couple ships in port. So this is where we went to rent our electric car. It was a two-seater. It was very easy to get around. There was lots of electric charging ports and stations throughout Bermuda. This is inside the clock tower, which is at the Royal Naval Dockyard. It's a bunch of different shops. Different merchants are selling paintings, clothing, ice cream. There's really a little bit of everything in here, and there's quite a bit to look at. Now, we're going to go explore Hamilton, Bermuda. First stop, we went to Swizzle Inn. This is kind of an iconic restaurant in Bermuda. You have to go here and get the Swizzle Punch, the rum swizzle. We had some nachos, I had some fish and chips, and then there was also some burgers and fries. They were all really good, and this is your rum swizzle. Next is Crystal Caves, another iconic excursion point. We took our cars and drove around, so we didn't actually do the excursion through the cruise line, but you can as well do that. It was very interesting. It was about a 20-minute tour from start to finish. There was a lot of walking up and down stairs, so you do have to be a little bit careful. It can get a bit wet at times and a little slippery. But it is definitely something I would recommend going to see. Gibbs Hill Lighthouse was another thing that we stopped at. It's an old lighthouse. You can walk up to the top. It's about $5 a person to walk to the top. Horseshoe Bay. This is where all the iconic Bermuda pictures come from, with the pink sand and the beautiful crystal blue water. It was a bit of a windy day when we were here, so that it was kind of overcast and there was a lot of wind. There weren't a lot of people at the beach. It did rain on and off throughout the day, so it's not as busy as it normally would be. But it still was a very nice place, good for some pictures. This is Elbow Beach, another one of the beaches on Bermuda that people like to go to. This was a very quiet beach. There weren't a lot of people around. There are no chairs and things to sit on. St. George. This is an area where you can go. There's lots of shopping, some older buildings that you can look at. There's a town hall that you can go and get a tour and sign the book to say that you were there, which is kind of a neat thing. Just lots of little shops around, little eateries. This is Lily, Bermuda. You can actually go in here, sample the perfumes that are made in-house. And also you can have an excursion where you can make your own perfume. That has to be booked ahead of time because they book up fairly quickly. Just some more little shops and areas, walking around, exploring everything. Now this is a restaurant that people have to go to. It's called Wahoo, and they make a special fish sandwich. This is the restaurant's menu. You can take a look at that and pause the video if you'd like. Inside, there's a nice little bar area that you can go and sit and have some drinks. We really enjoyed it. It was a good little atmosphere, and we enjoyed our drinks and our food for the afternoon. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video on things to do in Bermuda. If you have any of your favorite places or things to do when you visit Bermuda, please leave them in the comments. I hope you got some good information out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.